What up, everybody? How you guys doing? Thank you for 252 subscribers. Really appreciate it. You guys may look at it and not think it's a big deal, but for me it is. I actually haven't been doing this channel that long, so I think those are good numbers. They're not as good numbers as other channels, but whatever. I just really appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you coming back, and I appreciate all the new people that are coming in. Hopefully, you guys stay and don't leave me. Um, Yesterday, I got to watch Notorious. It is the movie about Biggie Smalls. We have Notorious. We have All Eyes on Me, which is a Tupac movie, which I'm going to be reviewing soon. And then we have our classics, the movies that can't be beaten. Obviously, 8 Mile, Get Rich or Die Trying, Straight Outta Compton. Um, and Notorious was right after Get Rich or Die Trying, and it was kind of this awkward state because 8 Mile, I mean Eminem's still alive, so Eminem got to play that character. Obviously, amazing movie. Everyone knows that. Get Rich or Die Trying. I would take Get Rich or Die Trying over 8 Mile. I just feel like there's more to it, and it's very well done. So I love 8 Mile, but Get Rich or Die Trying is such a good movie. And then obviously we had 50 Cent in that movie playing himself. And then Notorious came out after. I do feel like I am missing something. There might be another rap movie but I'm missing. But when Notorious came out, like I remember I wasn't a kid. I was probably in high school. I think grade 9. I was in grade 9 when it came out. And I remember just being like, wow, this guy actually does look like Biggie. His voice isn't as like bassy and deep, but he sounds like Biggie, or he looks like Biggie. He walks like Biggie. Um, he's, when he raps, he's not bad for an actor. Obviously, it's not 100%. Obviously, so I didn't get to go to the movies, but I remember when this came out, I was just blown away by the performance. I don't remember the actor's name. I should have looked it up before the video, but I didn't. Sorry. Um, but he was magnificent. He did such a good job. I can't get the guy to change his voice, but this guy came in here and just fucking owned this role. It is such a hard thing to do, especially since Biggie obviously is dead, and you gotta portray that and do it in a way that doesn't piss people off and doesn't feel disrespectful to the hip hop culture. And he, to me, even when I saw it back in the day, and then when I watched it yesterday, I was like, oh yeah, nothing has changed. It is just perfect. Um, that is the best part of the movie is just his performance alone, and he's basically in like every single scene in the movie. There's a couple that he's not in, but they don't go on long, so they pulled it off really good. They picked it really well. A really good actor to do this, and it could have been really bad. Because we have Tupac in this movie, and played by Anthony Mackie, the one and only Papa Doc from 8 Mile, and Falcon from the Avengers, and he doesn't suit it whatsoever. And even back when, I actually think the first time I did watch this, I didn't catch on that it was Anthony Mackie because I wasn't familiar with his name. I didn't catch on that it was Papa Doc. I think it was like maybe the second or third time. I've seen this movie a lot. I think it was like the third or fourth time I watched it. I was like, oh, is that the guy from 8 Mile? He's bald now? But he just makes Tupac like he's too, I don't know, he's too on the nose, he's too hyper, he's too I wouldn't say aggressive. Tupac was somewhat aggressive, but I don't know. He was very in your face and just not in a Tupac way, because you can watch the interviews that they try to replicate in the movie, and then you go back and watch the real interviews, and you're like, bro, like what are you doing? But it's definitely what they gave him. I can't blame Anthony Mackie, but it is really cool when you watch the oh my god, the interviews in the movie, and then you go on YouTube and watch them and just see how well the actor for Biggie did. It just replicated him move for move. Anthony Mackie's too busy just swinging his hands around, which Tupac kind of did do, but it was just it was a bit much, and his acting just wasn't good, and he doesn't sound like Tupac whatsoever. I would have rather have the actor from Sherlock Compton, that rapper, to play Tupac in like the Tupac movie, but whatever. This movie, other than the performance, what do we got here? We got really good, like strong acting from the supporting cast. Yes, we can make fun of the Diddler, aka P Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever the fuck you want to call him. We can talk about all that, but the guy that does play him in here does do his job very well. It really does seem like P Diddy and what something he would do. He's really motivating Biggie. The whole movie, they don't really show like anything bad that happened between them, which I'm sure there was. So he did a good job. The girl that's supposed to play Little Kim, she knocked it out of the park. When it came to casting, it was like 99%. They just kind of fucked up on Tupac, and like other than that, they got Little Kim down, they got P Diddy down, and she really looked like Little Kim. And they did I don't think people give this movie enough credit, because every time I look something up on YouTube, people are just saying how rushed the movie is. I'm like, how is it a rushed movie? It's 2 hours. Yes, some scenes, I think they could have let breathe a bit more. But especially the ending when he gets shot, it kind of just feels like it just ends just abruptly. That's why I like Sherlock Compton so much. We got so much good fleshed out stories in that movie. But here, I think it's good enough. It's definitely better than the Tupac movie, but the Tupac movie does have some really good scenes. This, like, when it came to negatives for me, I actually didn't have that many, surprisingly. I really enjoyed this movie, and I knew I've already seen it. I was like, I don't really know if I want to watch this again. And I had a great time watching it. Didn't really have anything bad in my head that I didn't like. Like some of the camera angles and the shots that they use and the lighting is really well done. Brooklyn looks like Brooklyn. Um, it's a bit underwhelming to see that this movie got like a 6 out of 10, and it obviously didn't have the budget like Get Rich or Die Trying did, like that, or Shredder Compton Story. But this was made before that, and I think if they did it today and they picked the same actor, I think they could just add a bit more to it. I feel like there is a bit more things about Biggie's life that wasn't added in here, but it is what it is. I think it's a great introduction if you want to start listening to him. You got plenty of songs, you got plenty of him rapping at concerts, and the actor actually raps on the lyrics, so it's really well done. He's not just rapping over it. So it's just a damn good hip hop movie, and it's not talked about enough, especially compared to 8 Mile. Like, I get it, but I think 8 Mile, the only thing I didn't like about it, even when I was growing up, I just felt like, come on, there had to be, like, we all know there's a bit more in Eminem's life, but it is what it is. They're not going to put every little detail in the fucking movie. I mean, I don't think I would. So anyways, that is the review for Notorious. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. It's really, really good. The pacing is really good. It doesn't feel like 2 hours at all. And there is some just big what the fuck moments in here. And if you know the beef with Tupac and Biggie, like you know what I'm talking about. But they did a good job replicating in the movie, other than Anthony Mackie just being a complete buffoon. But whatever. Hopefully we'll one day we'll get a DMX movie. That'd be dope. If there is another movie we could do for a hip hop movie, that's what I would go with. A DMX movie. He was different, man, and especially growing up in that era and sticking with that man until he died. I think that would make for a really heartwarming movie. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm watching The Mist tonight, and I'll have your review for that tomorrow. Peace out.